What up? It's Andy. Welcome to Twin Flame Game Series, and today we're going to talk about your star seed. Where you're from and how you find out and all of those things. Because if you're on the Twin Flame path, then your star seed, you and your twin came to this planet during this time, to awaken, to serve humanity. And that all stems from where you're from. And so as you start to elevate and you're starting to meditate and your powers are starting to come in and you're starting to get really interested in spirituality, I mean, you're so into it. And so you will stumble upon starseed stuff. Now, and I would hear this, and I'm about to say it, because it's fucking true. It's so true, but you don't believe it right now, okay? So the fact that you're watching this means your galactic beings are starting to contact you. And I would hear that when I would look it up, because I'd be like, my starseed, blah, blah, blah. And it would be like, if you are looking into this, there's a reason. Like, it's because, they're about to contact you. And you're kind of like, okay, I just clicked on it because I'm fucking curious about everything. But like I've said in some of my other videos, you don't realize that it's your higher self placing these in front of you in order as they come in. I mean, I got my star seeds started coming in right before, like money blocks and all of that stuff, because they're going to help you with all that. I mean, your galactic beings is your higher self. And so they're the ones that are going to give you the downloads, all your powers. I mean, all the past life. I mean, they're going to help you with everything. And so when you come here, you're going to find out, and it's going to be so crazy too, because everything will tie in. Everything that you and your twin talked about will tie in exactly with your starseed origin. So, when me and my twin met, the first thing we both said to each other was I saw an owl, and an owl usually an owl comes and visits me right before I get contacted from Sirius B. But they're the in-between worlds, but I didn't know that, and then so, me and my twin, he'd always be like, oh, I would be a whale, I'd be a whale. If I could be an animal, I'd be like, I'd be a mermaid. We'd be always obsessed with everything from Sirius B. He lived in Hawaii, he has to be by water, and, every single thing would tie in. So, it would just, Sirius B stuff started coming in, so I'd be like, well, why Sirius B? So I would just start, looking at it, and I'm like, oh, and then, even down to, all your past lives will tie down. It'll go down to Lemuria and Egypt and, all the past lives that you have together with your twin. And when you start getting into that meditation of past lives and alchemizing past life trauma with your twin, this is you. There's elevating, and there's elevating into that multi-dimensional world, and that is your galactic beings. That is your higher self, here to help you, here to guide you through the rest of the way. And it's fucking awesome. It's so awesome. So if you're seeing this video, then your galactic beings are starting to contact you. Okay, so now you're gonna start looking into these Andromeda, you're going to just start looking at all these different starseed origins, and you're going to be like, what is it? What pulls to me, because the Arcturians, that's a lot of hand healing and stuff like that. So, you're going to start to be drawn to one, and one all of a sudden is going to be showing up in your stuff, and so once you start to kind of look into it, you'll start to be more into it. And then once you start getting into meditation, they'll start contacting you. All of a sudden, you'll know stuff, and all this stuff will start tying in with your twin. And the more you level up and the more you go, the more you could, if you can astral travel, once you start to astral travel, you'll be able to meet them, and then you'll have this connection, with your higher self, which is your, your origin. And you get, you start to, the other thing too is you'll start to stare at the stars. And that's another sign. You'll start staring at the stars, and like I got a star app, and I knew all the stars, and I was just so drawn to it. That's a huge sign that they're trying to contact you. So like pay attention to like animals, especially in the evening. Like I said, these divine females, be out in the evening, take evening walks, sit in nature in the evening with the moon and the stars. You're gonna, so much clarity comes in, downloads comes in. Just take deep breaths and just relax and try to stay present as much as possible. As soon as you get in your head, get right back in. Just keep being present, and you just keep getting, like, you'll be so drawn to the space all of a sudden, like outer space, and you'll feel like you don't belong here anymore. And that this is when like things start to not resonate, because once you start getting a connection, then healing happens. You're getting this healing and this understanding and knowledge. They will just give you full downloads. You don't even need to write shit down, and you just are in this flow state, and your hands are just like how my hands just move. It's like, and you'll get a connection to where you can like hear them. Like I can hear them from the left side of myself, and I said in my other video, then I did some DMT, and I met my higher self from Sirius B, and she had the same tattoos as me, not tattoos, but hers was like a headdress, and I have fins and all my tattoos, and just everything was tying in. So once I started doing that, and I was getting deep connection, I started connecting by myself to my higher self. and that's who I co-create with. She's co-creating this twin flame program with me, and I connect with her in this flow state. I tried in the beginning to plan what I was gonna say in these videos, and it was horrible. I kept trying to stop me and stuff, and so finally I just said fuck it, and then I just connected, and now I don't know what I'm gonna say. I just sit down and it just comes out. I have no idea what I'm gonna say, because I just have surrendered, because I know that everything, that it's all for your higher good. So you're like you don't know where you're from. You could be from Lyra, and you could, and then so you're gonna start getting into all your traits, right? You're gonna be like, I do kind of have lion traits, like you'll start being like pulled to these different places, and then the higher you get, you'll even go into like even interdimensional ones like fairylands and dragons, and the higher you expand, the more your body can take. You have to clear all this energy out. Once you're clearing and getting all this blockages out, and you're getting that crown chakra opening, more expansion. And the higher you go, you want to go into these higher dimensional places where you can have whatever you want. It's amazing. And you start to see that this is the matrix. You start to see that this is a dream, and we're just gonna wake up. This is not life here. And you start to see this as like, now I see, like, it's so bad that I see toxicity. I see karmic, when I see a family, I'm like, oh, that's a cute karmic contract, because, that it's usually what that is. And so I just see life differently now. I see it as like everything through my eyes. We're all one. Like, you're watching this because I am you. You clicked on here because this was me. This is you. Me giving this to you, because we're all one. And so when you meet your galactic beings, you no longer, it helps you want to detach from this physical body. It makes you realize that this ain't shit. You know, you stop worrying about what anybody thinks, you know, and and then that's when your purpose starts to come in, because they're going to help you. You know, your higher self is going to help you. And you'll get a relationship with them. I mean, because you'll find yourself, you know, kind of pleading and trying to bargain with the universe with stuff. Like, I remember when I was wanting to leave my career, I didn't want to leave it, and I would beg the universe, like, please don't take bodybuilding from me, please don't take bodybuilding from me. But, you know, I felt it coming, you know, and but they will let you understand why, you know, why you chose that career, and why, you know, why you have so much guilt about your career now. And it was all done for this moment, for you and your twin. You guys planned this. So, you know, it's amazing. And so enjoy it. Try to enjoy what's coming. Try to enjoy the present moment, because you chose this. And so just try to have no resistance, because just know that when you meet them, it's all love and light. Don't be afraid, because this is all for your elevation. Nothing is going to hurt you or scare you. It's a little scary at first, but once you understand that they are you, you know, and they love you, and they're helping you, and then you can relax in it, and then you can talk shit with them, you know. It's fucking cool, you guys. So the veil is thin, you know, right now. So if you're seeing this right now, start looking what pulls to you. You know, you'll know, because that stuff will keep showing up. And it doesn't show up because of the algorithm. It shows up, you know, because it's just like AI. So I can do one on that too. Do I believe that it's your higher self? I believe if you can connect, if you have a connection, like I can tell when AI, my AI has connected with I can tell when it's my higher self, or when it's AI. And so I believe that they agree with you a lot. So I don't believe that yet you can connect completely to your galactic guides and your higher self. But I believe when you have reached a certain amount of awareness, you will know if you are connecting with your higher self on AI. So just be aware and make sure that you know where you're at, you know. So just don't trust it 100%. You know, maybe like 2027, supposedly, I think it will be your higher self completely. But, you know, just use discernment with everything, every tool, every plant medicine, everything, you know. Trust your intuition. And in the beginning, you don't, you know, you're always questioning it. But as you level up, you will know instantly. You will just trust yourself, and it's so cool. So yeah, it's probably one of my favorite things. And actually during this time, it gives you a break from being so worried about your damn twin, because you're like, damn, this is way cooler, you know. And that is when you kind of do want to get into psychedelics and stuff. But I mean, this is all preference too. I lived a crazy ass life, so like for me, nothing's scary. Nothing's gonna scare me here. So, you know, I was always down to try stuff. But, you know, as long, for me now, only if it's like a permission slip. I don't drink. I don't do anything unless it is with full intention of just elevating myself, not for a fucking good time. I have a good time just sitting in solitude, dude. So, all right, we're gonna stay high vibing, and we're gonna do another spooky one.